Hey kids, you trying to get into Segment City? Well, you really shouldn't, because Segment City is a mature podcast, and listener discretion is advised. I'm just trying to look at... I know I'm in an alleyway. I know how I look, but I got some fireworks for you kids. I got snakes and I got sparklers. That's all I got. Oh, don't give me that.
Now, hey there, Will.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna need you to holler.
Where am I? Sir, where am I? Where am I?
Sir, you're down here in good old Nashville.
Oh, Nashville, Tennessee.
That's right. Home of the Tennessee Losers.
How do I get out of here? Quick.
You're already getting some of the accents, son. I think you're staying a long, long time.
Oh, shit. Now I'm here with you, and I'm a denizen of this here city.
It only took one conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
You're not only a denizen of Nashville, Tennessee, but you're also a denizen of Segment City.
Yeehaw.
My name's Will Kane, the rootinest, tootinest, moonshine...
Ootinest.
All right, Theo, save me.
And I'm Theo Sapakos, your local yokel.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
There you go.
I'm just done with this.
All right.
I feel like we do, whenever we play a game called Bang, which is a card game, and whenever we play it, I just go full prospector. I'm just like, what? You're gonna bang me? Oh, no,
you ain't.
You varmint? What are you doing?
Now, Will, this was a topical intro because I spent a weekend in Nashville recently.
Yes.
And I have a couple stories from you, for you from this trip, because some amusing things happened. So we were with my friend James, and like the whole trip, he kept being like, oh, I gotta go use the bathroom. Well, every time that he went to use, he didn't like for the entire trip. He wasn't using the bathroom for the whole trip. But every time he came back from using the bathroom, he's like, the craziest thing just happened to me in the bathroom. Like, literally every time he came back, he was like, I have another bathroom story. We're like, what is happening to you? All right, so the first one he came back and he's like, the weirdest thing just happened. I was in the bathroom, I was peeing at the urinal, and two guys come in, and the first one is like, yo man, did you really bring Viagra on this trip? And the guy's like, yeah, I did. He's like, oh man, can I get some? I had some on my 30th birthday and it was wild. And he was like, yeah, man, of course you're gonna have some. Like,
Throw me some of that some gra.
Yo, cut me some gra.
Get me some gra. I need to get this up. What? Wait, I've never heard of people sharing Viagra.
And being so excited about Viagra.
Like, oh, that you need Viagra?
Also,
Gimme.
the time this guy cited that he used it was on his 30th birthday. Like,
I know, that's not that old.
That's not that old. And James said, I was like, how old are they? And he's like maybe late 30s. Like they weren't old.
Yeah, they weren't. I get different strokes for different folks. And
this guy was like,
this guy wanted to stroke it real good.
Yes, I'm so excited. Like this dude was so excited.
You know what? Sometimes erections can be fun.
Just being excited makes you excited.
Yeah. Okay.
You gotta fake it till you make it.
I want to hear another one of these stories.
All right. So then that evening we were out at a bar, and he goes to the bathroom and he comes back and he's like, "Yeah, so I was peeing and one guy, there's two other guys like peeing down a couple urinals, and one guy's telling his other friend, he's like, yo, Adam Walsh is a 1 out of 10. What? He's terrible." And the other guy's like, uh-huh. And the guy's like, on a scale out of 10.
He's a 1.
He's a 1.
He's rating?
And Jay was like, yeah, that's like what 1 out of 10 means. On a scale from 1 to 10, he's a 1. He's like, I would not feel bad at all about kicking the shit out of him. And the friend was like,
wait, hold on, that's not a...
And the friend was like, yeah, I could see that.
What is this conversation? Like, it's like, oh, his face would be the same?
Yeah. And then he's just the whole time he's being like, fuck Adam Walsh. Like, dude's a dick.
Jesus Christ.
So I don't know who you are, Adam Walsh, but you're bad, maybe. But maybe you're not bad, and this dude is just a dick.
For a second, I was like, is that a celebrity? Is it a footballman?
No, I think it's just their friend.
It's just their friend?
I think it's just their friend who they really just don't like.
A 1 out of 10 is like gargoyle. Like, that's...
A 1 out of 10 is just
the fact that this man is like, I could beat him to a pulp and he would look the same
is very telling.
No, 1 out of 10 in terms of like hanging. He doesn't want to hang out with them. He's 1 out of 10 in terms in terms of people he wants to hang out with.
I've never rated anyone out of 10 in terms of like He's charisma.
1 out of 10.
Like
on a scale out of 10.
Listen, I would not fuck him.
Adam Walsh is absolutely ugly. I would not mess with him.
He's unfuckable. 1 out of 10 wouldn't. That's wild.
That's wild. And then so the last one was last notable one was it was the following night, and he was peeing, and a guy comes in, and it's like one of these places that has a trough instead of like this is a thing. I don't know if females are aware of this, but like in your stadium sometimes they just have a giant trough instead of like individual urinals.
You just have a pee trough.
Oh no, it wasn't. Sorry, this was not the urinal. This was not the trough place. Okay. It was a bunch of urinals. Okay. And a guy comes in and he just looks around and he goes, "All these urinals. Where's a man go to do a poop?"
I would love if he was just like, well, I don't see any toilet. Guess I gotta go doozies in a urinal. Don't mind me.
They don't call me old twosies in the urinal for nothing.
Sir, there's plenty of toilets. There's plenty of toilets.
Sir, right over there. Look.
I don't see them.
It's too late now.
I've committed. They call me Commitment Joe, and I must commit.
Commitment Joe, and boy, have I committed this time.
And I've committed a crime, a moral crime.
A moral crime against my fellow bathroom patrons. So James just kept coming back with these wild stories, and then so that was the bathroom stories. It was weird.
As a fellow guy who goes to the bathroom at any opportunity, because I've had bad times where I've been on long car rides and have had to hold in my pee for like an hour, and I'm like, this is
I'm gonna explode. Yeah.
So I go to the bathroom all the time. I never have this happen. And
I know.
Wish.
And none of us for the entire rest of the trip. I don't know if James was just making it up because it didn't happen to the rest of us.
I don't think you could make that up.
No, it was so beautiful because I agree with you. I don't think you could have agreed with, where's a man go to do a poop?
He's just loudly monologuing to the
I know who wants to
audience.
I think it's one of the beautiful parts about Nashville is everyone's just sort of drunk, so you just get to witness people that have no barriers.
Yeah.
And it's like in the bathroom, I'm just going to talk to the people next to me.
It's Nashville, so it's Southern hospitality.
Southern hospitality. Speaking of that, one other thing we saw was we were out at a bar and we were like kind of, it's like country music, so it's all kind of like, it's not up my alley because it's like, it's country music.
Yeah.
So we were like kind of, we're just like hanging out, have a good time.
Yeah.
And we look over and there's a guy who is absolutely fucking bopping to this music. He's loving it.
Is he headbanging? He's like,
he's like singing along to all the lyrics. He's like really into it. Ooh. And then he turns to face us. This dude looks exactly like Elon Musk. And he was our country Elon Musk for the trip.
Welcome to my world. In every Tesla, there will be blasting country music. This exact country music.
Everyone gets a free electric F-150.
Turn right at the next fork in the road.
I want to put a cowboy on Mars.
You didn't turn right, you varmint. You know I got to recalculate. A cowboy on the moon?
Gonna put a cowpoke on Mars.
I'm gonna... This land is going to be settled like it was in the Old West.
Manifest destiny to Mars.
To Mars. Okay, yes.
It was amazing. This guy, we were just like, look at country Elon go. He's so magnificent. It's like, yes. He's singing about pickup trucks, the Friday night lights, and kissing a girl behind the bleachers. I don't know.
Blue jeans and cold beer.
Cold beer. Turns out every country song. Yeah. Pretty much the same.
I don't like that. That's like stadium country.
Yeah.
I like the country music that has a story behind it. Like, that's fun.
Sure.
But mostly,
it was just interesting because it was funny because like all the bars were all tourists, and so they show up and they're like, oh, I want to be like, doing Nashville things, I want to listen to country music. So for like the first like hour it's country music, and then as people get progressively more drunk they stop caring about country music and just want to hear songs they know. So it just lapses into like crowd pleasers, where it's like 1 minute you're hearing like the hour before you're hearing country music, and then it just goes like all the way to Don't Stop Believing.
Okay.
But like someone with a southern accent is sort of singing it.
Yeah, it just kind of deteriorates.
Yeah, it does. When people are like, I just want to sing and dance. So that's my Nashville roundup.
Oh my.
My.
I think we normally start with Will's stupid thought This is a quick one, so I don't think we're going to get that much discussion out of it. So let's go with it.
All right.
Will's stupid thought for this week. Does blue cheese ever go bad?
Pocket full of blue cheese.
Or does it only get better? At what point is the cheese too moldy and people say, okay, that's too much? Because it's built on the...
It's interesting because cheese inherently is mold.
Yes. Wait, what?
Cheese is mold. Just all cheese is mold.
What?
Am I blowing your mind right now? Am I blowing your mind right now?
I thought it was just very curdled milk.
It's mold.
It's mold.
Yeah.
Oh, heck.
Oh, heck and heck.
So it's double mold. It's mold that got moldy.
Yep. So some cheeses are mold, not all of them.
Okay.
But blue cheese is actually mold.
Yeah, because it's the blue part.
Yep.
But it's not all mold, not the cheesy part.
Not the cheesy part. Okay,
so
good.
at what point does the ratio of cheese to mold get too much for people?
It's what ratio does the blue cheese mold to other less desirable mold become?
Is there a fight for dominance for mold?
Interesting. The blue cheese mold has superiority, has the high ground to begin with.
If you see mushrooms on the blue cheese, I think you say, no. Maybe you pluck those and you go, this is a different dish that I'll put blue cheese on.
I think by the time you've seen mushrooms on your blue cheese, you're already dead.
You're already dead?
It's already too late.
The mushroom pulls out a gun. You haven't even eaten the cheese. It just shoots you in the
I was
face.
thinking more toxic, but yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's fair.
The mushroom's like, hey, man, you shouldn't have come here. You're done.
Wrong. Listen, I won this mold war, and you're just in my way now.
This fridge is my domain now.
And he just shoots you. I don't think... at what point... Is it too stinky?
Yeah,
Does it get too stinky?
It's weird because...
But people like the stink.
People will eat things that don't smell good.
Yeah.
What is the fruit that people... it's like...
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's the big spiky one.
They
call it like the stink fruit or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
It's illegal to bring it on buses in China.
Really?
It's a real thing where it's outlawed because it smells so bad.
So stinky.
Yeah. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Jackfruit? No. But in any case, yeah, but people will eat that.
Because it tastes good. Yeah, At what point does blue cheese stop tasting good? I don't know what the ratio of mold to cheese is. That's the main thing, is I'm just like, how moldy is this cheese and how bad is it going to get?
Okay, so if you were eating pizza and you're like, I'm going to spice this up with a little blue cheese, and you pour it out and you see that there's some mold in there.
If you see that there's solid,
if it was
like what? Yeah.
And it just sploops onto there.
Yeah, and then it like looks at me with eyeballs.
At what point are you like, well,
Father,
this is my dinner. I'm going to eat it regardless. Versus, this is too gross. I'm going hungry tonight.
I guess if it slops out, I think if it gets solid, I think the cheese has gone too far.
Your limit is literally like, has it biologically evolved into sentience?
Yes, basically. If it goes, Papa, I'm like, I'm done. Who was the first person to leave some cheese in a fridge and it was like, oh shit, it's all blue?
Wait, you think? Huh? So you think that the invention of the fridge came before the invention of blue cheese?
No, whatever. Like they
the ice box.
In the icebox, whatever they had in medieval times, where they just stored a bunch of cheese.
Yeah. Who was the first guy who was like,
you have to eat cheese quick.
This smells terrible. Let me
Cheese usually goes bad pretty quickly. So
yeah,
it's like, and they're like, we want this to go bad though, because it gets tastier. You
Weird.
Go, well, okay. I guess it's just like most foods. People just happen to eat it. Anyway, I think we'll never know. Goodbye to this question. On to the next segment.
I have a write-in from one of our listeners.
Oh my.
He's suggested that we talk a little bit about, there's this weird place called Lake Pontchartrain.
Yep.
Lake Pontchartrain. Have you heard of it?
No.
No, you said yep like you heard it, or you're just saying yep.
I thought you were going to say like Lake, is it Pontchartrain?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, yeah.
You heard of it?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Pontchartrain. Have you heard of all the weird deaths?
What? No. Huh? Okay. This took a turn.
So Lake I'm going to call it Pontchartrain. I don't know if that's right.
Okay.
So it's it's a brackish estuary, which just means it's freshwater and saltwater in the same one. It's in Louisiana. Yeah. So I looked on the Wikipedia, and there's like 75% of the Wikipedia page is totally normal, like lake things. And then there's just a quarter of it, which is notable deaths.
So this isn't Wikipedia historian. This is Wikipedia geography.
Wikipedia mortician.
Yeah, I guess. Spooky deaths.
So I'm gonna just read you a bunch of deaths.
Okay, I'm like way in. I don't think our viewers know that I'm actually very into true crime.
Yeah, so here we go.
This is like very interesting.
So this was over the course of like 50
this
years.
isn't crime. The thing didn't kill them. Like,
yeah. So
it
okay,
just was spooky.
February 25th, 1964. Eastern Airlines Flight 304 crashed into the lake, killing 51 people.
I wasn't expecting that. Okay.
A flight crashed into the lake, killing 51
that wasn't
people.
the lake's fault, though. You can't be like the deaths of Yellowstone, which is like their entire book's about, and be like, "Oh, this person was shot." Though
the other,
I feel like it has to
the
be
other
like
9
sinkholes.
entries in this list might have you say differently.
Okay, I want a lake that has some malice.
June
to it.
16th, 1964. Trailways brush plunged off the road into the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway, killing 6 people.
So it's a bus.
Yeah, bus crashed into
Okay.
lake, killed 6 people.
Still not. I feel like
1967,
Okay.
a chartered plane crashes into Lake Pontchartrain, killing 5 servicemen and the pilot.
Okay, this is so. What I'm sensing is that this is the Bermuda Triangle. of
1978,
Louisiana.
6-year-old Benjamin Daly, along with the pilot, died in a private plane when his parents
What is
had chartered,
happening?
crashed into the lake. Parents survived.
How much debris is in this lake?
February 23rd, 1980, a twin-engine plane crashed into Lake Pontchartrain, killing 7.
These aren't even big planes. These are like
January 15,
Okay.
1981, a Piper PA-23 flying in heavy fog crashed into Lake Pontchartrain while on the final approach to New Orleans,
Okay.
killing the plane's owner, pilot Joyce Hornady.
Okay. Wait
The
before you go on.
73-year-old CEO of the Hornady Manufacturing Company.
I have a theory. There's a secret villain lair, and it has a very big magnet. And they keep turning it on by accident.
You're telling me Lost, but
Yes.
it's the lake.
Yes.
January 23rd,
Okay.
2010, after a training mission, the instructor, Lieutenant Clinton Wormers, was found at 1 a.m. The student pilot was rescued about 2 hours later after the crash, so he survived that one.
Okay. The fog monster didn't get him.
Fig Monster didn't get him.
The fig monster.
Fig Monster. Those
He's
were all
delicious. No.
It was just super weird looking over this and being like, holy shit, like
They just keep
7
crashing.
planes have crashed into this lake?
It's Louisiana. That's
You think there's a swamp monster who's feeding on
swamp thing? Yes.
Swamp Thing?
Then he just starts drinking their blood. I don't know.
I found this magnet.
He
Boy,
hates.
oh boy, Swamp Thing eats tonight.
It's part of his lore that he hates planes, and he dunks them in the water.
He doesn't understand why they're up there and why he can't
birds are shitty and I hate them.
I hate them.
down.
dip them in lake. They become soft and
Do you-
chewable.
Okay, new theory. Voodoo curse.
Voodoo curse, Louisiana voodoo
Louisiana,
curse.
known for-
Shrunken head.
Another theory. Big gator. This is a very
Big electromagnet gator.
yeah, big mechanical gator
Big Autobot
That-
gator.
that swipes them out of the air. Do
Just
they
goes
have
up there
any-
and snatches them like, ah.
Do they have any law, like, do they have black boxes in planes? Do they
Yeah.
or is it like, well, we're going over the lake. Oh no. Oh,
It's the gator!
and they crash. Like, these are small things. Maybe it's small planes. I think it's just small planes. Like, how
Well,
big
the
of a
first
lake
one
is
was
it?
51 people.
That's true, but
a lot of
50
people.
It's like when people talk about the Bermuda Triangle and they're like, listen, it's an area where a lot of planes go down. Also, it's 1 million square miles.
Yeah, well, this
It's
is just
like-
one lake.
How
So
big of a lake, though? Is it like a big lake?
let's find out. Let's look at the
I-
geology
I will give
investigator.
you, it's very suspicious because lakes.
It is 630 square miles, 40 by 24. So not huge.
I have to say though, probably the reason why the guy at the end lived is because those people were getting very good at pulling planes
People out of the water.
out of the lakes.
They probably just have a rescue team
Yeah,
on
they're
the
just
water
ready.
at all
They're
times.
like, there it is, down,
And all right, that's our quota for the day, boys. No more after this one.
and we're done. So
We're donezo.
ooh, and I think we're donezo with this segment.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
So there's your interesting segment about Lake Pontchartrain.
That was
Pontchartrain.
I was not as scared of that. I thought it was going to be the lake rising up against humanity. I love that shit.
I mean, it's real life. Well, I don't know what you want.
real life is such a drag. You know what's also a drag? Sometimes, but not this time.
Queens.
In the news.
Oh.
I have a segment called In the News where I take a news story and I just read it. because I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I'm
ready.
I'll give you the title of the article after I say the first line, because the first line made me laugh for a good amount of time.
My body is ready.
Ready? All your favorite Nickelodeon characters are coming to New Jersey.
That's they're coming to beautiful sunny New Jersey.
Coming to New Jersey. Okay, so this is from CNN.
I'm glad that CNN has got all the top priorities of the finger on the pulse of the cultural world.
Well, I think you're going to be interested in this. Nickelodeon Universe, the largest indoor theme park in North America, opens this week.
Okay.
And this was October 21st, so it's out now, probably.
Okay.
All right, all your favorite Nickelodeon characters are coming to New Jersey. Nickelodeon Universe, which at 8.5 acres will be the largest indoor theme park in North America. Will be
indoor.
open.
I was going to say for outdoor, that's not that big, but for indoor, that's pretty good.
On October 25th in the American Dream Mall in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The park features more than 35 rides, roller coasters, and attractions.
Okay.
Nickelodeon characters such as Spongebob, Dora the Explorer, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will be at the mall to meet. I can meet Spongebob.
You can meet Dora.
I can meet Dora the Explorer.
You could propose our fifth Ninja Turtle to the Ninja Turtles.
I don't think they speak. I don't think they're like, hey man, they're probably that like weird, just silent.
You should just dress up as the one that we invented.
With the pee mask?
With
I forget if he had pee or poop.
All I know is that brass knuckles and a Glock.
He would shoot. Yeah, I think he would just... I'm the cool guy.
I'm the badass guy that got kicked out of the group.
The roller coasters include one named Shellraiser, which features a plunging 122-foot drop. Since no,
I don't know if that's big or not. Is that big? That seems big.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Okay.
This is probably my favorite part of it. Since no Nickelodeon attraction would be complete without slime, visitors can enjoy entertainment on the Nickelodeon slime stage.
Gross. I think I'll take a hard pass on the slime stage. On the stage,
people are watching you, just like bring up the next one.
It's gonna get slimed.
It's like the lottery. Like, who shall pick the short straw and be slimed upon?
We gather here once every 100 years for the annual slime.
Bring him to the slime gallery. He shall pay for his...
Please! I have done nothing wrong.
You've done everything wrong. You've come to New Jersey. This is what happens when you come to New Jersey.
I thought it was called the Garden State. I thought I could pick the flowers.
Besides Nickelodeon Universe, American Dreams NHL regulation size ice rink will be open on October 25th with free open skating, figure skating, and hockey tournaments.
They got all the classics. They got SpongeBob.
Yep.
They got Dora.
Yeah.
They got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They got regulation size hockey arena.
I'm not even done. In November, the DreamWorks water park is set to open at the mall, featuring more than 40 water slides and 15 attractions.
I don't know how to spend a day at the mall anymore. I thought it was just shopping, but now I'm being forced to skate and go down a water slide.
This is okay.
What if the water slide lets out onto the skating rink and you just slide across it and crash into the wall?
This story has transferred from the Nickelodeon in New Jersey to what the fuck is the American Dream Mall? Good thing they have a section called
what the fuck is the American Dream Mall?
Mall has been planned since 2003.
I know it might seem random, but we've been planning this for 16 years.
How the fuck did you know? Oh, because you counted.
I mean, 2003.
Yeah, I was like, because I just read that line and my math didn't like.
Quick maths.
You're very quick.
2 plus 2 is 4. That's 3 quick maths.
It's been in the works for 16 years. After false starts and multiple developers, it's finally opening. The mall is approximately 3 million square feet, roughly divided into 55% entertainment and 45% retail.
I like the idea that they went through multiple contractors because the contractor would like build the water.
You want me to do what?
They'd build a water slide and be like, "You've got a great start to a water park here," and they'd be like, "Great, now an ice rink," and they'd be like, "I want no part of this."
Listen, sir, those things don't mix. I want the water slide to go into the ice rink and the people to slide.
Dora waiting at the bottom at a gift shop.
And then SpongeBob is there, and he's also having a good time.
I want no part of this.
I wipe my hand of this Nickelodeon theme park.
I'll take my $1 million and leave.
I love that it's like...
Okay, now you gotta exit through the slime stage.
Oh, fuck.
Why did I build that for you?
The slime gallows shall take another life.
I don't know why I built that for you. I should have said no earlier.
Sir, you can't do this. Nickelodeon is sworn enemies of the NHL. They can't. And don't even get me started on DreamWorks. They're going to fucking destroy everyone. How to Train Your Dragon? No. How to Train Your Kids? How not to get onto the slime gallows. Anyway, that's the end of In the News.
I love it. And we should make a pilgrimage.
Do you want to go see the SpongeBob musical?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I did actually see that, and I was like, I legitimately thought about that. I was like, do I want to go see this?
I would.
I was like a solid 50-50, and then I was like reminded, like, this is not a free thing. I have to pay money, and I have to like go and do that.
This
and I was
is real world discussion in a very fantastic podcast. So let's move on.
All right, Will.
Yep.
I have a collection of real life sexy costumes for Halloween. I know it's past Halloween.
Yeah, but it's Halloween for us.
It's Halloween for us. I want you to tell me. These are real ones that I found.
Okay.
I want you to tell me what you think they look like, and then I will tell you what they actually look like.
Okay.
Number one.
It's a visual.
It's another visual one. We'll do our best.
It's a visual segment.
I realized that as I was doing it, but it was too good to just not do anything with.
I'm ready. I'm ready to describe.
Number one.
Yes.
Sexy hamburger.
Okay, I'm ready. It's around the woman's body, and her arms are splayed out.
Yeah, so
she cannot bend it. She can't bend it. Like it's all the way to her elbow. It's that fucking wide. She has 2 pickles for boobs.
Why is it? Hold on. Are you taking a horizontal cross section, or are you taking a vertical cross section?
Yes.
I don't understand why are the pickles on the outside.
I don't know. They've slipped out. they're hanging
Much
out.
like the woman's dignity, they have slipped out.
And then she's wearing tights probably, but on the tights it's like it's a greasy burger, and it's dripping.
I'm pretty sure it just looks like a poop stain.
It's dripping ketchup and mustard. Yum yum.
Is that your sexy fantasy?
Yum yum. Maybe she has
yum yum.
And that's it.
That's it. I mean, I don't have a good way to tell you about these.
Okay,
I like just you describing them as funny enough.
We could just. Is it a hat?
The top bun is a hat.
Okay, that makes sense.
And
wait,
then,
the top bun. So it's an open burger.
It's like if you're looking at a burger from the side.
Inside, or just like.
Romeo, this isn't sexy for me.
Or there's just eye holes, and she's like fucking Mayor McCheese, and she's like, "Welcome to my
sexy Mayor McCheese."
Yes.
Oh my god! All right, next one.
Yeah,
sexy pizza.
We're going food here.
We are going. A surprising number of these were food.
A new meaning
Sassy
for the term
pizza.
pepperoni nipples.
A new meaning for "I'll take a slice of that."
I think So I have 2 different ways, because you questioned me whether it was horizontal or vertical. I think you could do it like it was a tutu, like around your waist. Like that's a realistic one.
That'd be neat.
I think for funsies, it's the entire circle of her body, like.
So she gets to roll around a Halloween party.
It's like
one of those like spin to win wheels.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Except it's pizza.
You get a slice of buffalo chicken.
And it's real pizza, and somebody takes a slice. She's like, no.
Oh, revealing. That's how it's sexy. Because as she takes off more slices.
Yeah.
Bad.
It's like,
bad time for her costume.
Honey, you want to come over after this? I'm so fucking full though. I can't.
Hey baby, you want to come over? I'm wearing a pizza.
Sign me the fuck up. Are you kidding me? If my girlfriend came over and she was like, you get a pizza. Munch on this pizza.
But when you just said what happened, you'd be so fucking full.
Yeah, you would. It would be a very big pizza. I think I could do it for love.
For love. You're like on your last word. For the power of love.
For the power of love. I think most of these are just a dress with pepperonis on them. Like, that's probably going to be most of these in reality, but I like mine's.
What do you mean they're gonna be just pepperoni?
Okay, just a dress with a pepperoni pattern. Like it's just yellow.
Oh yeah, and
with,
it's
like,
got like
red.
it's got like a triangular shape.
Yeah, it's gonna be something lame like that.
All right, number 3.
Yeah.
Sexy corn on the cob.
Okay, I immediately have a vision of this. Oh, but it has to be sexy. All the ones I'm thinking of are just mascots. Like if you just had like her head cut out
some people
of
are
the
into
corn, and she's like, "Welcome to my corn land." Like
You can get lost in my maze.
she's got sexy legs coming out of the stalk, like the. Okay, I imagine the ear of corn and the point comes at like the crotch area, and then the top is like the green part,
Oh god.
and she's like, "Welcome." You want a few kernels of this?
Ooh. You can shuck me all night long.
Butter me up and put a little bit of salt on me.
Ooh.
Ooh. These
So
why
sassy.
are people like what girls like, honey, what do you want to be for Halloween? Corn!
Corn!
Give me corn.
Porn on the cob. That's
Fuck, dude.
There you go.
There you go. We got it.
We got it, boys. Pack it
Call
up.
'em up.
All right, next one.
Hello? Porn? Yeah, I got an idea for you.
We have a great crossover for you.
We got
A good cross promotion.
it's porn on the cob. Porn on the cob. Yeah, on the cob. Like corn. Do you not understand the
not corn on the cob. No.
Yeah, no. Okay, I'll hold.
Hello?
They disconnected. I thought it was gonna be $1 million.
All right. I got a
$1 million would be your sexy quarter.
$1 Next one.
Yep.
Sexy Harambe.
That's just a gorilla suit. I just imagine it's like skin tight gorilla suit.
This is a real costume that I found.
Is there like a gunshot
It feels
in the head?
Oh god.
Jesus, I'm sorry, everyone.
Holy moly. Its head is just gone.
It's gone.
Oh lord. Too soon.
Too soon. I'm sorry.
Too soon. I shouldn't have
Internet,
brought it up.
I know this is going on the internet. I'm sorry. Internet.
I'm sorry, internet. We didn't mean to disgrace you like this.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, last one for your entertainment.
Yes.
Sexy Ronald McDonald.
That can't be sexy at all. I'm imagining
Guess
just
what?
very tight clothing.
Wigs
where
are
it's like
sexy now. Red
With the
afro
red-
wigs are sexy now.
the red lipstick, and she's just like, "You want to know how I got these burgers? I made them for 2 cents, and I sold them at a very high markup."
And I sold them for 4 cents.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Capitalism! Where you want to go after the party? Burger King.
Oh no.
Oh. And then there's a girl dressed as Burger.
That's the you know,
Like,
my
you
one
bitch.
after doing research for this segment, my one thought is poor starving models that
Oh,
have
yeah.
to take this as their job.
That's
How was
true.
your day? Well, I dressed up as sexy Harambe. What?
Excuse me?
What?
Sexy whom?
So red wigs are sexy now, Will.
I guess they are. All right, I got a last segment for you.
All right.
This is a new
Take
segment.
me home.
I got a new segment for you.
Woo!
This is like we're getting into the point where it's like a cross section of different, or it could fit into in the news, but I don't want it to be in the news.
You did double in the news if it's in the news.
It's technically in the news. I read the article from the New York Times, but I'm gonna call this segment Wacky Crime.
Wacky tobacco.
Wacky Crime. Oh my god. I hate websites because they don't let me look at them without registering.
Thanks a lot, website.
No, I don't want to create a free account. Fuck you. Oh my
This
god.
week on Segment City, we get to listen to Will sign up for the New York Times for $5 a month.
God damn it. No.
Well, you can play the the daily crossword
Holy
puzzle.
shit. Is this not going to load?
Holy
It's like
shit.
actually like it won't let me. Okay, 1 second.
Here we go. We're going to the computer.
We're
Take
going
me
to
to the
the computer.
mainframe.
You're going to see
A mainframe.
All right. This article name is in New Zealand, avocado shortage leads to orchard crime wave.
What?
These fucking millennials, man, they want their avocado toast.
I need my avocado toast.
In Wellington, New Zealand, people in New Zealand are taking desperate measures to acquire a coveted treat for the breakfast toast, avocados. With prices for the fruit soaring after 2 years of low harvests, orchards are experiencing a raft of thefts and black markets have sprung up.
Black markets.
to distribute the spoils. To counter the crime wave, some frustrated growers have taken matters into their own hands. No, they don't shoot people. An avocado tree in New Zealand's largest city, Auckland, was surrounded by razor wire, drawing concerns from neighbors who feared children or cats could be hurt.
Oh my gosh.
Is a child's health really worth a few avocados? One resident asked, according to local media reports. Some of the heists are clearly not the carefully planned work of criminal masterminds. 2 robbers were caught fleeing an orchard carrying duvet covers, each loaded with $4,300 worth
shit.
of avocados.
That's like taking the banker's bag, or like the robber's bag of money to a whole other level.
Yeah.
The
Full of
duvet
avocados.
cover?
Duvet
That's
covers.
crazy.
The pair apparently struggled to explain what they're doing with that so much fruit.
Sir, what do you think you're doing with those avocados?
This is a great quote. It's not like cannabis, where people can say it's for their own personal use.
wait.
Said Ellis Dare McMillan, New Zealand's coordinator of community policing.
It's not like, what have I got on hand? Cannabis?
It's clearly not for their own consumption, he said. You can only put so much avocado on your burger or on your sushi.
Whereas if they were stealing a duvet cover full of
it's
weed,
for-
it would have been fine. It would have been
This is all for me.
like, seems fine.
Seems fine. That's his conclusion. We caught these guys because we were like, that's too much avocado.
You can't eat all those.
If they had little bags, a bunch of small bags, like from the grocery store, maybe they had.
1 or 2, maybe a good handful. Reasonable sized bowl of guacamole is maybe 5.
But you need a bunch of tomatoes, and a bunch.
We caught them because they clearly didn't have any
Onions.
cilantro on them. We got them there.
The fools.
No lines.
Jen Scholar, chief executive of New Zealand Avocado, said that the thefts were mostly opportunistic, with people unable to resist profiting from the shortage. Can't resist these avocados. Some thefts did.
Those sweet, sweet gains.
Some thefts did show evidence of extensive planning. One recent case involved thieves who parked a station wagon inside an orchard in a corner of the property that was not regularly visited, before robbers with backpacks plundered the fruit. Okay, so they didn't have duvet covers. They just had backpacks. It's basically because the price has gone up, because it's up to $3.30 per avocado.
You know how they used to call oil black gold?
Green gold?
Now this is mushy green gold.
Mushy green gold with a big
pit in the middle.
and a big pit. Basically, they have a strict biosecurity law, so they can't import avocados.
So they have to
don't. So they have to have avocado trees, and avocado trees are selling out in New Zealand because people are getting their own avocado trees. They love it so much. They're fucking these millennials. They're craving it. It's like drugs.
It's like drugs. It's not like cannabis.
Brett Glazer, who lives in Auckland suburb of Sandringham, recently spent more than $500 on a security system for his avocado trees after multiple thefts.
Holy moly.
The 30-foot tree produces 500 avocados a season, most of which Mr. Glazer gives away to neighbors, colleagues, and friends. Last year, his tree was professionally harvested of several hundred fruit in one night, he said.
Wait, they came in the night and took several hundred of them? That's wild.
In April, Mr. Glazer's partner caught 2 thieves red-handed. Older men, he said, as they tried to strip the tree, wielding a long stick with a hook on one end for reaching the upper branches. When confronted, he said they fled. One of them on a mobility scooter.
Oh my god! Are you kidding me?
These elderly
Thieves these days can't even walk.
These old millennials are coming in.
Way to blame the millennials for this one.
Can you imagine this? Why isn't this a movie? I came out and I saw this man in a scooter. I said, "Get out of here, you!" And he was just like, "I'm taking these avocados there. This is mine."
Got my shopping
I
cart
said,
here.
"Get out of here!" And he revved his engine at me and he scooted away.
He peeled out right there.
In New Zealand, last month, a grower in the upper New Zealand region of Northland said 70% of his avocados had been stolen.
Oh my god.
A loss of $66,000.
Oh wow, that's actually significant.
Yes. The grower, Graham Burgess, told the New Zealand Herald that the theft was pointless because the fruit was months from being ready to harvest and would go to waste.
Those fucking idiots didn't even wait.
It's like they stole, like, you know when tomatoes are just little green...
Like yellow
tiny,
nubs?
Yeah, little nubs, and they stole it then.
Like, they couldn't wait for it to... Like, they didn't even steal anything valuable. Like, I can't wait.
So basically... The problem with this is because they have such a long time, they don't check their groves all the time.
Right.
It's like every few days, so you could come and you're like, where the fuck are all my avocados? They're all gone. And then the article ends with, those eager to secure their own avocado toast supply will need patience. Mr. Grilly said, all going well, from planting the tree, in 4 or 5 years, you're going to be getting some pretty good fruit. 4 to 5 years!
Hey, guys, that's how investing your money works. It's the same shit. You gotta wait.
And that's just some wacky crime.
That's wacky crime.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to this episode of Segment City. I know it's dawning on Segment City after a long night of goofs and laughs, and I'm ready to eat my avocado toast. You're not even looking at me.
I was waiting for you to say something interesting.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're not even paying attention to this outro. segmentcitypodcast@gmail.com is where you email us. You're just...
I'm sorry. We're supposed to be a supportive community. I'm supposed to support you through thick and thin.
Hit up our Twitter.
I'm sorry, William. It's been...
Go to our YouTube channel, Segment City. I've posted like all the episodes. I've been... Got some... things you can send your friends. It's an easy way to get people into the podcast.
Thank you for listening, and thank you to Rachel Robinson.
Please,
she
Rachel
made
Robinson.
our intro music, and she's a wonderful person. You can check out her podcast, Create Loud. And that's gonna do it for us. Yeah. Will's gonna go.
We have another one of these to record. and one last thing.
Yeah.
Give us a review.
Yeah, sure, why not?
And send us some segments. Anyway, goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everybody.
I love you, and don't forget to protect your avocado trees.
Yeah, do that.
Any avocado thieves shall be put on the slime gallows.